Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, best known as Miss Virtual Tech. And in this corner of my online world, this channel is dedicated to showing you all about the work plus life balance in operating your digital business. So let's get into this video. This video is going to be about how we can connect our domain name email address to our Gmail account for easier access. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I use my SiteGround hosting provider to have my domain name email address connected to my Gmail email address so that I can send emails back and forth on a professional email account. So here I am in the background of my SiteGround hosting provider. I've logged into my site, I've clicked the My Accounts tab, and now I'm going to click Go to cPanel. This is going to just let me know that I'm entering my back office securely. I'm going to click Proceed. And now this is my cPanel. This is where I can make all the magic happen in the back of my site. In this search box, I can actually search for what I want, or I can scroll down the many different topics, and in this case we want email. So I want this first icon here, which is called email accounts. I'm going to click email accounts, and in a minute or two, here we are. It's going to bring up where I can create my email address. Now in each one of these categories, I can list the email name, whatever, at my password, confirm my password, and my email addresses will show down here at the bottom. So right here, I want to click the domain name is going to be associated with my email address. In this case, is missvirtualtechintrovert.com. So whatever I want the beginning of my email address to be, I need to enter it in here in the email box, whether it's info, it's ready, it's submissions. In this case, we're going to pick ready. So it's going to be ready at missvirtualtechintrovert.com. I want to choose a password. And people, please make sure that you choose a secure password. Try to use variety, capital letters, small letters, numbers, symbols. Try to pick a very strong password. And SiteGround's back office does give you a password strength meter, which you see right here, that the password is very strong. So you need to be able to confirm your password and make sure that your passwords match. Or I kind of forgot already what I entered, so make sure you write down your password so that you can get back into your email address. So once I get myself together here and get both passwords confirmed, then we can move on to the next step. At the bottom here, you're going to see where it says Mailbox Quota, and that's so if I want to change the size of my mailbox. If you have a business where you get a lot of attachments, a lot of different email, you might want to change the size of your email box. But for the purpose of this video, I'm going to leave it at 250 megabytes, and I'm going to click Create Account. This green box here is showing you that my account is created, and it's going to show up at the bottom of this listing here. And here are some options here. At the end of these options, I want you to pay attention to the More drop down. We're going to click the More drop down, which is going to take us to access webmail. Now this is the webmail that is provided to us by our hosting, in this case, which is SiteGround. Now of these three options of how to get to our email, I prefer Roundcube. Roundcube is easier to me, and it really doesn't matter. You're not going to be using it long. If I click Roundtree and I'm in the back office here in the email and I click Compose, you can see that the email address we just created has been created here. We can start sending and receiving emails from here. But guess what? When we have this hosting, that means we have to go through the process of going back and forth in our hosting, and nobody wants to go through all that trouble. So what I need you to do next is bring up Gmail, and we're going to click the gear icon on the right hand side and go down to settings. Now settings is going to take us to a lot more options in the background of Gmail. I want you to look at all these options at the top because we want to pay attention to the accounts and import tab. So click accounts and import, and then I want you to scroll down to where it says check emails from other accounts. Now this is what we're going to be setting up so that we can send and receive emails from our host provider in this section here. So click add a mail account and it's going to pop up with this box. Now in this email address section, we want to put in the email address of what we just created. So ready at MissVirtualTechIntrovert.com. We want to copy that and we want to enter it in to this email box. So I'm going to paste it here and we're going to click next. So next it's going to tell us that, you know, we're going to import this new email address, and we want to make sure that we import emails from other account POP3. So click next here. And here we want to enter in our username and password. So you want to enter in the full email address here. This is your username. And we're going to enter in the password that we used when we initially created our email address in our hosting account. So enter that password here. And then we want to make sure that this section here says mail dot and our domain name. Down here we have some other options, and we want to click this box to say label incoming messages, because we want to know where these messages are coming from, what email box they belong to. It's all about organization here so that we know exactly what we're doing. So then we want to click add account, and on this next screen it wants us to verify that this account that we added, this is what we want to use to receive our email addresses from, our ready at MissVirtualTechIntrovert.com. So yes, I want to be able to send email as this, and we click OK. And then our next screen is going to prompt us to, you know, what we're going to call this email box. You know, if you're having submissions, if you have a class, you want to name it. So I'm going to name this ready for service. And we want to treat this as an alias because it's not our main email box. It's an email box that we're adding on. So we want to treat it as an alias. Click next. In this field for our SMTP server, we want to type in MAIL, that's mail dot. We're going to type mail dot and our domain name. And then for our username, we need that whole email address again, so I'm going to copy and paste that. And then we want to enter in our password that we created this email box with once again. And this button here, we want to make sure it says secure connection using, which is recommended, and you want to click add account. So here, now Gmail is going to send us a confirmation code to let us know that our account has been created. It says, congratulations, we successfully located your server and verified your credentials. Now we're going to send an email to your hosting provider email address because we haven't fully connected things yet. So we're going to go back to our hosting account and see, now we received the email from Gmail, so we can confirm here that it works because it went to the email address we set up. We want to open this email and we want to take this confirmation code. We're going to copy and paste that into the box for Gmail, and this is going to solidify the two addresses merging together so we can send and receive. Paste that in, click verify, and if we refresh this screen in our hosting, you're going to see later that it's actually, the email is actually going to go away, and you're going to see here in our Gmail account that this email is now in check mail from other accounts. So let's go to our inbox, and that email that we just saw in our hosting provider is now here because it has redirected our emails to our Gmail account. So if we go back here and click refresh in our hosting provider, that email is now gone. So nothing should be sent here from now on. Is all going to go to our Gmail account. So let's click back. So we go back into the inbox, and now you can see the label that we created earlier that lets us know exactly where that email came from. And not only that, if you look to the left hand side here, our folders, our labels you're going to see the Gmail created a folder for us so that all our emails that come through, they'll go to that specific folder. So that way we'll be able to send and receive. So let's open a new email as if we're going to compose a new email. And if you see here in the From tab, if you click the drop down, you're going to see that new email address that we created is right here, which means now we can send emails from Gmail with our domain name attached. Professional emails for free. From our hosting provider to Gmail, we can now send and receive.